Good morning, good morning. Welcome. Come on in. All right, guys, today's devotional. Cast me not away from your presence and take not your Holy Spirit from me. Restore to me the joy of your salvation and uphold me with a willing spirit. Psalm 51:11-12. Often in society, it can be very easy, guys, to stay connected with those around us, ones that we see often through social media, texting, calling, or video calling. We can stay in touch with those who are both close and far, guys. Even with all that access to friends and family, it is often easy to still feel alone and isolated. It's common for some people to be in a crowd of people and still feel completely isolated, completely alone. This is normal and common. This feeling of separation that can come to those who are surrounded by loved ones can cause depression, frustration, confusion. It's all too easy to slip into a place where you feel that there is no one there for you and nobody cares. While the passages above come from a context of someone crying out to God in the midst of their pain, their sin, and their guilt, they also bring them the cry of those experiencing feelings of isolation in times of loneliness. The greatest thing that we can do is cry out to the one who promised that he will be with us until the end of time. Matthew 28:20. This should be the cry of the lonely and downcast person. Instead of looking to others and our time of sadness and pain, we should cry out to God. We should ask for help, but we should cry out to God. Ask him to bring back the joy that we found in the midst of the salvation he provided through his son Jesus. How easy we forget. We should beg for a spirit that is willing to find joy, and not just in friends or family, but to God, to him who saved us. Often life can be difficult, and God never promises that he will take away feelings of depression or that hardship will never come. In fact, if you read the Bible, it promises the opposite. It promises hardships will come, sadness will exist, and we will suffer the effects of sin in our lives. But the promise of God is that we will never have to go through that alone, guys. We never have to face loneliness, depression, anxiety, frustration, sadness, evil, debauchery by ourselves, guys. For even if the world forgets about us, he will always be there. God will always be there. This week, if you are struggling with depression, sadness, loneliness, or anything else, cry out to God, for he will never leave you nor forsake you. It's easy as we go through life to get caught up in the emotion of everything that is happening to us and around us. It's easy for me to internalize things and start blaming people as I'm reacting to things, even though I know that it's my fault. That's the human condition, guys, and that is okay. That is why we need Jesus. We need Jesus to help us with our relationships, personally, emotionally. We need Jesus in our lives on a daily basis to help us with these things. This week, pray and pray and pray. When you have a hard time, pray. When you're going through something, pray. When you need help, pray. Turn all your prayers into petitions. That is my prayer for you this week. That is, instead of internalizing it and blaming and making excuses and doing everything that we do as humans, that we utilize the tool that God gave us, prayer and supplication in all things, all situation. Paul lays it out for us. That's our roadmap. That's my prayer for you this week. It also says in the Bible that God is on the other side of the door waiting for you to knock. And there is another promise in the Bible It says, if you will knock. Hello? Hey, been waiting for you. God is on the other side waiting. He's not going anywhere. He loves you. He made you in his image, and he's pulling you back to him to do only what he can do. But that's where trust and faith comes in our daily lives, and that's my prayer for you. God bless you. Have an amazing rest of your day. Get after it and be great.